Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at this.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too look at this.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb.
Going on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.
Oi, oi! Just give me the likes.
Oh my God!
Just give me the likes. Just give me the likes and subscribe. Yo, listen, let me not lie to you, yeah? I've got a simple goal, yeah? Very simple goal. 50,000. 50K subscribers. I remember when it was 50K for my birthday. That didn't happen. But the goal didn't go anywhere. I still would like to make that happen. Guys, we're getting serious. Yeah? We're getting serious. We could literally like get to 48K today. Yeah? And then it's not long to go. Then I'm halfway there.
Oh my God!
Oh my God. It's a goal. It's a goal of mine. I won't lie to you, look. It's a serious one. I really want to make it. But yeah, big up everybody inside right now. Appreciate you lot. It's a good vibe, you know. Yesterday, fuming. Yesterday I was fuming. I can't even hold you and tell you that I was mad. You know, but today calm down a little bit, as you do. New day, fresh energy, all that good stuff, all that jazz, you know, a couple of days after the manager's spoken and stuff. It's done another interview, keeping it true, you know, but the clubs basically said they're backing Amorim, which I expect. Don't want him to get rid of the guy. That's crazy, you know. But then there's still stuff going on. You know, seems like there's a few things happening. It feels like there's a silent power struggle at United. You're hearing about one of the original Glazers talking about, yeah, I'm really involved. And Sir Jim's really jostling for position as well. Sir Jim wants to sell his club. What's going on? Who's going to be running things? You know, like what's the plan going forward? You know, like I think a lot of people, there's going to be more protests as well coming up. And then there's people's eyes and attention have turned to where they should be turning. Ineos as well, you know. They guys are coming, they're running things right now. And in their time of overseeing things, we are not in our best situation. I get, obviously, the manager has to play his part in terms of, well, I'm in this position that I'm in. But Ineos, we can't forget, like, if we're really breaking this thing down as well, how do you miss out Ineos? They was the one that did the strategic review, spent money that we don't really have on a manager that they didn't really like and want, only to bring a manager that plays a totally different football style and everything. They should have done it earlier. Then you won't be in this situation. Some people are saying though, and you can hear those people that we're not relegated because of Ten Hag's wins. Hard to fight that, but then you say to yourself, well, if Amorim brings in the players that he bought in, you could never know. You'll never know the answer to that one. If Amorim had pre-season and bought in the players that he wanted to bring in, it could be totally different. You know, again, there's been the way we've operated, and Ineos now have the job of their lives. You know, them coming out saying we're backing the manager, well, or like, you know, we're standing by him, this, that, and the other. Well, you've got no choice. You don't have a choice in terms of we're gonna back the manager, we're gonna stand with him, bro. He's here because of you. You know, he didn't want to be here. The reason why you didn't go for him the first time is because you knew you'd have to overhaul the squad and stuff. None of those things changed. You knew how he sounded in interview. It's like I always say it like this. It's like booking. Imagine me booking Patrice O'Neill for a comedy, a gospel comedy event. R.I.P. Patrice O'Neill. But you go mad, or like I don't know, Paul Moody doing like a school thing at a school. It's gonna do a mad thing. You understand what you got. You know what you see what the person is. They're telling you this is me. This is my management style. You ask those questions. You have to ask those questions. How are you gonna deal with the playing squad that's here? I'm gonna play my way. What else are you gonna do? I'm gonna play my way. You knew everything about him, yet you still with all the I'm not even calling them scholars, all the people above, sporting director, this, that, and the other, you know, they could see this. It's probably why when you talk about the Dan Ashworths of this world and that whole breakdown, of relationship, Dan Ashworth gets the job and quickly it all goes to shit. But then people seeing eye to eye and understanding is what's the best decision for the club. We're again, Ineos, we do this thing with as football fans where we quickly try to deal with the like almost let's say it's a cut and we're trying to deal with that cut, but there's something deeper going on. There's something, yeah, you stem the flow of the bleeding, but the cut's gonna open up again. And that's how I feel about the manager. All right, cool. You've dealt with that a little bit. Like it's not bleeding, it's not gushing out anymore. But the problems still remain. There's something serious going on at this club with the amount of like we can't be here again saying another manager failing, another manager. It's deeper than that. It has to be. There is fundamentally something wrong with Manchester United as a everything, literally. And I can't tell you what that thing is. Obviously, you want to say, I believe, well, I do know what it is. It's the way we've invested and the lack of investment at times. So, like, the fact of when you look at the quality, well, why does the quality look like that? Why that after this much spent, why do we have those types of players? Those are some of the issues. Now we can go again and say these players are better than they are. But how many times we said that? When is it not true? Like they are not that good. Or they can't do they while they have talent, they're not consistent. When do we get into that bag? When do we start talking like that? You know? I understand that it's mad, like that he doesn't get a blind. Don't get him wrong. This is not me now saying Amorim's done no wrong in this. I do believe that Amorim he's had his errors in this journey for sure. Amorim is sometimes selection's not been good enough. Sometimes, even though there's not a lot to select, but you have to win these games. I think it's not that him. I think sometimes trying Cheeto a bit sooner could have worked. Maybe bringing in a different type of youngster. You know what I mean? There's stuff that he could have tried. The stuff he could have tried. I support the Rashford move. I think that was the right thing to do. I support the Anthony move, and if Barcelona or one of Atletico or anyone else comes in for him, you lot done a good job there. Literally, like it was short-term pain for long-term success with those two players. Hopefully, you hope that both of those two end up at big clubs or good clubs where we don't have to pay the wages. That's what you're hoping for. Literally, that's why it's all like we're gonna learn a lot about ourselves as soon as the window closes. As soon as the season's over. So we'll know where this club is going Thursday. Not this week, Thursday. Next week, Thursday, after the cup's been decided. Right? We'll learn about ourselves. Also, Nah, not yet. I'll wait. I'll wait. What else is there? Is there any other news? Someone's trying to holler at me to go to the final. I'm just saying that. Like a broadcast, but we'll see what I've gone in it. It's not on my terms. We'll see what I've got in it. I'm just letting you lot know so there's no surprises. So yeah. Just letting you lot know just ahead of time, just so you don't try to switch on me. I'm not yet. But I'm just telling you, look. You say just stop. If you go to the finals and you lose, you can call yourself a criminal. KG, the finals next week, Friday. I swear it's on Wednesday. Ain't no one cares about trying to soft launch it. What's happening? There you go. Hey, ain't it? Wait, hold on. Ain't the final on a? Let's get it. When's the final? What day is the final again? Ain't it next week? Wait. Am I getting mad? I swear it's on a Wednesday. Regardless, the finals coming, bro. Yeah, 21st. It's on a Wednesday, bro. He said next Thursday. Now I said we'll know. If we win, we'll know what kind of signings we're gonna get. If we win on Thursday, we'll wake up Thursday after like, we won the final. My D's, swear down. Yeah? And then the transfer market will tell us what we're doing. Man United, very serious about Gyökeres. Or Man United bidding. Because guess what? There will be PR. If we win that game, they might be chill, but let's say conversations have intensified with Gyökeres. You know, them kind of things that, I'm hearing noises. It'll be one of them ones. If we lose, brother, the way they will try to soften the blow with deals announced, Liam Delap advanced negotiations. Cunha signed. You'll hear 2 signings straight off the bat. You hear it straight off the bat. If we lose, Cunha. Agreed. You know this club. I think they even done the deal and they're just leaving that as the just in case. Oh shit. Spin. Yeah. You know them. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we win Mania Euro, Celta Madrid, I think you're right. But yeah, like, you don't know this club, man. Or they'll release a kit. They could never release a kit. They could never. Not like that. Not on the. Nah, I'm not even putting it out there. But this club is gonna have some level. Look what Arsenal did. Got knocked out of the Champions League. Zubimendi. Them lot had that card just in case. Zubimendi a match? Nah, nasty. I don't even know what this club would do. Liverpool on the verge of agreeing a deal to sign Jeremy Frimpong. Wow. Damn, that's impressive. That's pretty sick, actually. Man got rid of Trent and just got something new that's like him a bit in it. Can we listen to that Alfredo Padula? Like, is he? Can we listen to him? What, Frimpong's not good? He'll work at that club. He'll work. Like, we can't. someone saying Frimpong's not good is a bit mad still. It'll work. Like, again, it's a high involvement player that is gonna work. You don't have to change too much. Tuned in for 50 minutes. I don't know what you have to follow me. I started talking about Amorim, started talking about Ineos, and now I'm at the ending bit, innit? It's when I open up the chat and I see the chat, then I do lose focus. But yeah, I was just letting you lot know, potentially, just in case, because I don't want you lot to switch on me. If I end up getting to the final, it's not on me, innit? Someone reached out because I'm not paying to go to Nottingham final. You can clip the beginning, you dickhead. About what am I supposed to clip? It was coherent, bro. The first minute to when I start talking about the finals, you can get rid of that. Man spoke about Ineos and the breakdown of the club and rare and the power struggle, and then he lost. Like, what do I clip? Listen. Nah. I'm not having it, bro. Because sometimes I'll be doing the shows, and then he was like, what did he say? I was like, fuck off, you lot. I don't want to get angry again, because yesterday I was mad. Yesterday I was mad. Oh my God. Yeah. Yesterday it was pissing me off. So I'm out. Okay, cool. Don't ask stupid questions. What am I supposed to clip? Yeah, it's clear. Clip the intro, so fuck off. Good morning,
Kevin.
And I'm on Courts. Why do you not respect my stage name?
KG.
Abby does it as well, and I'm like, wait, hold on. Why do you attack me, bro? But for all this work in KG, it's like, good morning, Kev. Wait, on set, when they try that, like, I hit them back here, and I goes, that's not gonna work.
My name is KG.
I hit my agent. I say, tell them.
Do you get like a name label and stick it on you that says KG?
No, they know my name, bro. Don't do that. Like, who told you that? Who told you that? You don't know my name. You know my name, bro.
Well, to be fair, if you go to the final, your name is Kevin.
Leave me, bro. If I go to the final, it's not my fault, though. I want you to know that it's not my.
Are you being kidnapped? Is it a hostage?
Is it a financial situation? That's the question you should be asking yourself. Imagine you get like you're out. So right now you're in your van right now.
Yeah.
But they say, what's it? Not time and a half, triple time. But it's the same time as the final. Time. Yeah, because it's a super emergency. You get it?
Yeah.
Again.
Wait, so I missed the final, or I watched.
Work. You have to go. Yeah, you have to do. It's a super emergency. Massive job. Huge.
What?
Again?
If it means my team will lose, then no.
So you're not gonna go. You tell your
I'll
wife.
Do whatever's best. I'll do whatever's best for my team. I'll do whatever's best for my team.
Are you gonna tell your wife you're not going?
What, to the job?
Yeah.
So I mean, let's lock it now. So you go. Sit down. And when you do I'll make. No. This is how you do it as well. You make a cup of coffee first, and then sit down. Like, just go. Here's a cup, babes. I made you a cup of coffee, right? So I've been thinking, So obviously there's this drop opportunity, but my team needs me to stay away from that stadium. So I'm hearing the financial ramifications, but babes, there's this one. There's this. So there's lose a medal, or there's this. So financial ramifications or Champions League football. What are you choosing, babes? That's what you got. That's how I'm talking to the missus right now.
What's she saying?
What do you think she said? She said, "Get your backside to work."
Oh my God! No excuses. I don't want to hear. We're not full strength. X.
And you go, and you know what the killer is? Finally, you go to that house, and they're a company that's got like a lot more work as well. So you've done this emergency job, and they know you're that guy now, and they're saying,
I hear that.
This ain't the only
To be fair, we kind of prepared ourselves for you to go to the final. As bad as it is.
I'm not saying that. Listen, I found out yesterday, my agent hit me up. That's what I'm saying. She hit me up, and she don't even hit me up for football. That's my acting thing. She hit me up.
There you go.
This has just come through. What do you want me to do? I said, no.
There you go.
All I'm saying is, you don't usually go that way. So I'll leave it.
Nah. The thing is, as soon as, like, obviously being part of the channel for a while, as soon as you were like, actually, there's one more thing. Actually, I'm not ready to tell you. I was like, yeah, this guy's going to the final.
I'm not getting
straight away.
I'm not getting that.
No, as in it's on the cards. It's on the cards. We'll see.
I want to let man know it's on the cards, innit? So they can't be mad at me. If somehow you end up seeing me there, it makes sense, bro.
Are you nervous for the game?
Huh?
Are you nervous for the game?
Not yet.
Every now and then it just hits me. Every now and then it hits me like, this is everything of our season. So I'll be all right, I'll be calm, and then there'll just be that quick moment of, right, if we need this win, we need to win this game. Like, there's no if, buts, maybes. We need to win this game.
I hear you, Courts, yeah? Luckily, we're playing a team that is as shit as us. But I haven't allowed myself to think of that game purely because of how mad I was on Sunday. Sunday rattled me, bro.
I didn't expect to be as annoyed as I was, but it got to me. Like, when Ugarte lost the ball, and it just looked, it looked like playground football because there was no reason for him to trip up the way that he did. And the ball just went like, and it was like, are we doing anything? It felt like a game of FIFA and the defenders just aren't doing what you want them to do. And then when Rasmus didn't score, I was like, bro, come on. Like, we've got, there's the position false nine. I don't want to say this, but I feel like he's a full striker because he's not really a striker, is he? Like,
no, but he's fake as well because Rasmus is gonna do a bloody Anthony, bro. They're all Chiefs, bro. The club's broken.
Well,
I'm telling you, the guy's gonna. You see how Anthony's trying to light up and be sick now, yeah. And now,
and then the revisionism. I'm seeing a Rashford,
the worst player that they've ever seen play, yeah. And now telling you that he has talent and Man United made a mistake. Wait, what? And the Rashford one as well. The Rashford one, the Anthony one. We love the revisionism of players once they leave. There's the Anthony. We saw Anthony stink up the place on numerous occasions. We saw him unable to beat the fullback. Have that one move of cutting on your left foot every single time. Does it for Betis? It works. He's amazing. Rashford, we saw. We called him blind alleys, whatnot. Does half decent for Villa. Yeah, we should have never got rid of him. We love the revisionism. Bro, it's who we are, bro. Revisionist FC. Hold on, I need to make sure there's mad deliveries. I'm moving in that. So 1 second. Let me bring in the family. 1 second. Little round table. Should I put NN in her?
Nah.
Too much chaos.
Too much chaos, bro. Too much chaos.
There you go.
You're talking about the final. How's everyone feeling about Amorim? That's the conversation.
Cool. Let's talk Amorim. Any thoughts on Amorim?
I'll let other people. Actually, I can't judge it yet. I'll be real with you.
Can I? Let me ask the panel a question. Let me ask the panel a question. Does say yes if you don't want Amorim to be our manager next season?
Yes.
Explain.
My belief is that I don't think this manager is capable of getting us to where we need to be, whether he has the players or not. So that's kind of the lens I'm kind of looking at it. Also, to the other kind of lens that I have is I don't think he's going to get enough of a squad change next season, right? There's not going to be enough people coming in, people going out for me to reasonably say that he's going to have a drastic effect on how we do if we perform well in the league. So I don't think he's got it. And if for any chance he doesn't get sacked now and we go into next season, I have a feeling that, sometime maybe near January or something, that he'd probably get sacked. Mainly because I don't think he's going to get enough players. So he's going to have the squad he has now, and we're seeing how he's performing with the squad now. So that's where I'm kind of looking at it from.
Got you. Yorks, you said, was it you Yorks that said you're not sure?
I'm not sure yet. Yeah, I'm not sure. With me, I am Amorim in, right? I'll be real with that. But the last game did upset me. I same thing what you just said before about you wasn't expecting to be so angry about the game. Exactly the same situation I was in. I didn't understand why I was playing so badly with the players that we had on the pitch. I think he could have done a bit more. But my thing is, we get rid of a manager, we're back to square one again. The players will get another chance, right? And when they get another chance, we be the same season again. We can't move forward with these players, right? So I think you just have to have it's blind faith, man. You're just gonna have to just deal with it and say, look, next season.
Yeah, go on, he's muted him. So I was gonna say there was noise in the background, but I think it was Kenny, he's muted himself. Go on, carry on, sorry.
Yeah, so next season we're just gonna have to just have faith, man, and see what Ineos does. If they bring in the right players, hopefully we win the final and we can get some signings, right? But we just got to bring in the right players and get some of these guys off the books as quick as possible because we cannot go nowhere with these players. They've lost. They were lost out there. Yeah, they lost faith. It's like they didn't care. I just don't like it, man. It's not right. It's not right what they're doing. So they can't stay. They're not fit to wear the shirt. So, but we just have to wait for Amorim. I want to give him a chance. I always want to give a manager at least one season, full season, to see where they're at. He hasn't had that yet. They only had two signings, Heaven and Dogu. They're not. Heaven's decent. Dogu's decent. We'll see what happens with the rest of the signings. But these men can't stay here, man.
Let me read some of these. Let me read the super, by the way. Hold on. Write this down. If you go to the Europa League final and you see Kevin there, that is not the final. That's on his Premier League game. KG's at the final. Listen, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. Because it might not be, it might not work. It might not work. So we'll leave it out like that.
I will just drop this.
Before I left, did you hear you say that you giving up on the manager?
I've been out on the manager for a while though, KG. I mean, this isn't new news.
Oh yeah, for real. It's true. I've seen you in the chat actually.
I will just drop this.
On.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So there are a number of, and I mentioned it last night on the show last night. When a scientist is conducting an experiment, there are a lot of variables, right? Now, when you try and something fails, you look at your variables and you say, let me take out these variables and switch it with another one, and then try again. If it fails, you can go to the second variable and switch it out for another one. That is how football is. When you're trying something and it doesn't work out, you look for the variables that are most likely the causes and you switch them out. In Manchester United, of all the managers that have failed so far, the most common variable are the players. The most underlying variable among all the managers. We can talk about the board level, we can talk about recruitment and all of that. But at the fundamental level, it is the players. What Amorim has tried to do, and like I also said last night, this is not. He said we're not conducting extra. Football is an experiment. It's trying the different statistics and the different types of play. This is not experiment. When you hear a manager is experimenting a new formation, that is what it is. But back to my point, when you try something and it doesn't work, you change the variables. Now, Amorim has come in this season and he has tried implementing a style of play. And I think this is not me exonerating the manager. The manager has his faults. There are things I hold the manager responsible for, right? But when he's trying his style of play, and we can see that our main issue, we have one or two issues in the midfield, but our main issue is not build up. Our main issue is that in the final third, we are not delivering. And I have looked at the statistics. Look at the number of goals Man United have scored in the league. Look at the number of goals we have conceded. If you take away Onana's mistakes in those goals, Man United's goal conceded is among the top. Is in the top half of the least goals conceded this season. Apart from Onana's errors, yes, Newcastle is on 44. Yeah, if you take away Onana's errors, Man United's goals conceded is one of the lowest in the league. Our main problem, and you see, this is the thing: football is about scoring goals. So if you don't score goals, even though you have other weaknesses, it will be highlighted a lot more. Do I say it doesn't mean Man United is perfect? No, Man United is not perfect. But the fact that we are not taking our chances makes a football match all the more frustrating. So if the attacking play,
go on, because we're bad. Let me say this: we're bad at both sides of the pitch. We're bad when it comes to scoring, and we're bad in goal. So we're horrid.
But that's not what the statistics say. That is the thing. That is not what the statistics. When you're looking at it independent of other teams. When you actually go to the Premier League table and you look at the other teams and how many goals they've conceded, take away Onana's mistakes, we sit around the Newcastle area, which is 7th, 8th in the table for goals conceded. If you take away Onana's mistakes. So when you look at our stuff in isolation, it feels like it is bad. But when you look at other teams, we are actually doing what all those teams around the European qualifications, the number of goals they are considered. We are sitting around that area.
So then, are you telling me that you believe with a good striker, Man United,
with a good attack in general, with a good attack to take up? Look at our goal scored now.
That with a good striker, we can fix these issues. And
not just striker, good attack.
Yes, a good attack. Look at our goal scored.
How many players you lot talking about when you say good attack?
I'll say a good 4. That midfield and the 2 10s and a striker. And they better be first teamers, not bench guys.
I think we should be a bit more realistic. I'm gonna sit on this. I'm gonna say this. If we have a good striker that is converting his chances, this league position looks a lot different to what it is at this moment in time. Because I feel like we are creating the chances, we just don't have a striker that finishes them. And
I actually disagree with that, but continue.
Hold on. If we have a striker that's converting their chances and we're going 1-0 up in games instead of going 1-0 down, the momentum of the game changes. Teams are going to have
so you're saying the same thing Uncle said. Everything Uncle said is facts, 100%. Yeah. Uncle's mentioned something that a lot of people don't talk about, which is the defense is doing really good, barring Onana's mistakes. So what they did last season worked as far as the recruitment. We did good getting Delap. We did good getting Mazraoui. You know what I'm saying? And keeping what's his name, Maguire for another term or season. We did good in that aspect of things. Where we didn't work and pinpoint last season, which I know it takes a couple seasons to do things, was to strengthen that midfield in case something happens to Bruno or the only other guy that we got that's turning up now all of a sudden is what's his name, Casemiro. We need someone there to strengthen that place. So in case Bruno wants to leave or Casemiro, you want to get him out due to his wages.
People are not having it when they say our defense is doing good.
KJ, let me tell you this.
They can say they're not having it, but the truth of the matter is, Uncle's already said it, which was what I was going to mention anyway. They can say they're not having it, but the truth is the truth.
Statistically speaking,
wait. If our defense is, when you say the defense, is that the whole, we're talking about the whole team getting back and defending, right? Surely, because how many times we lost the ball in transition and they gone and scored? It's
Yeah,
happened a
but
lot.
it is not only Man United that it happens to, and that is what the point I'm trying to make. When you take your team in isolation, it feels that the problem you're facing is only peculiar to you. It is not only peculiar to Man United. Is it only Man United that loses the ball in transition? It's
Another
not
way,
only us.
another way to look.
Guys, we're special at that though. That's one of our greatest traits of we lose the ball high up the pitch and then they just run down. No one can chop him down.
How many times have you seen it this season? Let's be honest, KG. How many times did you see that this season?
I've seen it so many times.
Mention instances.
Uncle,
Southampton,
KG. Uncle is telling the truth here, man. We are too quick to jump on these guys, man. Like I'm telling you, defense is not bad. Defense is okay. The only thing in that back that needs to be tweaked is the goalie due to his inconsistency with errors. But everything else Uncle just said is, if you look at it, forget just talking for talking's sake. Let's go do the work and actually look at it. We are in the top, I'll say top 10 or top 8 in the Premier League as far as the defense goes. I'm not talking about Onana's errors. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you've already worked on that, I'm not saying later on you can't tackle the defense, but I'm saying it's okay to move on to the next stage with what we have in defense. If you have limited amount of money, what you should be spending it on right now is the attackers, and that's it.
Okay, but when you lot say, wait, hold on. When you lot talk, because I think it's a bit unfair. We're just going to signal, and I'm not a big Onana fan. Yeah. But then them lot getting the shot off. Sometimes they don't even create the blocks for Onana. Like they're making Onana to deal with saves a lot more though. These guys should be in position to not even make that be a shot even close to the goal where Onana's gonna have to blunder. How many times have we put them in? How many times have we put them in?
Let me say this real quick. Please hold on. I'll say this and I'll keep quiet. KG, what you say is true, but my counter to that is you've been watching American football lately, right? One thing you would notice is if the the quarterback is really good, a lot of the defense on the other side would always want to sack him before he lets the ball go. So when that happens, guess what happens? The defense on the quarterback side, they're not going to want to push that line. All they want to focus on is protecting the quarterback. Exactly. But while doing that, guess what? If anything happens right there, it's all messed up. So my point here that I'm trying to make is,
wait, hold on. Now let me go back to you with that same. Sorry, and for the people that don't understand in the room, the defensive line will always be spoken about as a group. They'll never just pick out one person in the defensive line and say, if they're going to praise a team and say, they never say, the defensive line is good, put that person. They'll say the whole thing. So you don't get to now split up and just blame Onana and say, accept Onana's mistakes. This is because they're all together. You can't do that. So now we're trying to now say, absolve the defense and just say it's just Onana. We can't do that.
Let me explain that, KG. Before someone else, just quick statistics. Actual statistics, KG. Just let me read out the statistics for you and then you go on. The number of saves by goalkeepers this season, Onana is 11th on that table. So when we say this thing about Onana making saves, we make it sound as if Onana makes there are 7 goalkeepers with over 100 saves in the Premier League this season. Onana is on 88. So we are making it sound as if our defense is making him do all the work. But there are 7 goalkeepers, and almost all of them, their teams are higher than Man United in the table. But for some reason, we try to make it look as if the defense is making Onana do all the work. That is all I have to say.
I just think they're a unit. I think that defensive, they're a unit together, and they don't just get to like.
I feel like two things can be true at the same time.
Say,
I feel like two things can be true at the same time. Yeah. So yes, the defense. If you're counting the defense, you have to add Onana into this situation. But yes, overall, according to statistics, the defense has gotten better. He has faced less shots compared to last season, but that doesn't mean he's still not shit. You know, we can do better. But the fact is, are we going to get better? Do we have the funds to get better? We have to be realistic, and it all depends on whether or not.
The Axis. We got players like Lindelof and Luke Shaw that are
But
back in. And
they're going.
They could potentially.
They haven't
play
played
the
this
final.
season.
They could be potentially playing the final though.
Yes, I know that. I know that. But technically, Lindelof is slightly better than Luke Shaw. But he's also not the great, and he's leaving anyway. And he has the entire season. I guarantee you, he hasn't played up to 10 games or 11 or 15. So we can't really say he's part of the problem. And anytime he did come on, maybe half of the times he did come on, he made a mistake. You know, like Luke Shaw, the Bournemouth. What game was that where he had the ball ricocheted off his leg and went in? I mean, we all knew this would happen. So I really feel like the good players that were on the pitch, the Lenny Euros, the Maguires, etc., they were good.
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't mean that Onana is not bad. Like overall, because in Inter, when he was there, the defense was A-star. That's why we didn't see that many mistakes. And also the midfield overall, the midfield, the entire the 10 outfield players were so good that he never really got that many the balls coming to his side anyway. So we weren't seeing his mistakes. He had a team covering him. At United, he doesn't have that.
Even in that game, we say we're better in defense and stuff. We're talking
Could I add something to this?
Yeah, go one second after this. We're talking about a game at home, guys, and we're saying that we're really good at home, this, that, and the other. This is Europa League, you know. That game against Lyon, Man United were 2 goals up. Man United were 2 goals up, and almost then they concede 71, 77. That's mad.
Yeah.
And a red card.
Make no mistake, KG. We should have
based off Onana's mistakes as well.
Some of those, if we look at those goals,
I'll put that as collective.
They lost the ball in the midfield.
We had more men.
Come on, man. Come on, guys.
Which of the two goals against Lyon was a collective mistake?
Bro,
can I say something?
Allow them to come back into the game. It's a collective mistake. You're 2-0 up. They should not be scoring. They should not be scoring. It's a collective mistake.
Yeah,
That's
but
not.
Is that only Onana's fault or the entire team's fault?
I'm saying it's the entire team.
Exactly.
So yeah, for me, I just wanted to.
I'm one of the goals I remember very clearly. Right?
Sorry, bro. Like, come on, you've been talking over me for a while. I've respected everyone for a long time now. I just wanted to add I don't agree with the singling out of Onana. You know, because plenty of times we've been here where we've complained about Diogo Dalot letting attackers literally run the ball into the danger zones. An attacker would carry the ball from the halfway line, and we're just like dragging him to a point whereby like it's now dangerous. Anything can happen, and I've seen that happen several times. We've complained about it. So singling out Onana for me is a little bit unfair, although that doesn't take away his mistakes. The person that I think is coming out very easy in all this conversation is Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim needs to we need to be honest and talk about our manager. Me, I'm in the gray area. I'm not in or out, but I'm now looking at the manager and saying like, this position we're in the league is not good enough. And the narrative that you got this team halfway is a lie. You got this team in November. That's a little bit more than halfway through the season. You've had more games. There should be more that we should have seen from your style of play, from your formation that you're imposing on these players. And also, my question to Amorim's coaching style is that, do you only have one tactic in your locker? Is that what we're paying you for? Like, because I feel as though a manager or a head coach, whatever the title is, should be capable to have a lot of different tactical tweaks in their locker, depending on.
He has tried different things, but it's in the same system. He has tried different.
I feel
that's not true to say he's only got one. He has tried other things in a similar system.
In that same system, if you watch Sporting, the way he played in Sporting, he's not doing that here because our players couldn't do it. So he did try different things. We play in a back 5 sometimes, and Sporting is barely a back 4. Do you get what I'm saying? Because they so pushed higher up. higher up. So he did try other things. Another thing is, you're right, Kenny. You can't take blame off of him, but at the same time, how much could you really talk about him when normally how it works is if you bring in a coach that plays a specific system and you knew this before you brought him, and then the January transfer window comes and goes, and you didn't do nothing to strengthen what would help this coach to implement his system.
Bro,
At that
but like,
point, we can't really we can look at him and blame him in the game, but we can't do too
yeah.
much on his
Well, for
side.
me,
So
for
I,
me, for me, I
Right,
also feel like,
just pulled up as well. So let's hear what he
yeah.
has to say. Go
I
on,
just
man.
want to quickly put one,
Let
and
Kenny
then,
say what he wants to say.
yeah. For me, what I mean is that, as I hear you what you're saying, but even just when it comes to selection, I feel as though that he could have even. We all know that Rasmus is not gonna give us goals, and Zexi was also on a dry spell for a long time, kicking goalposts. We know that he just got his form towards the end before his injury. Why Bruno has played the false nine before, and we've actually thrived
No, we
before with
haven't. We haven't
previous
thrived. We
managers.
haven't
No,
thrived.
no, no,
No,
no.
we
Like
haven't thrived.
it
No,
worked.
no,
It
it
worked.
didn't.
What game did it work?
You can't do
Didn't.
that, can you? You can't.
God
It
Let
damn,
us
didn't
stop.
bro.
You
work.
see,
No,
that is the problem.
but
In
let me
order to
finish.
try and
No, but
find,
let me finish,
Okay.
Uncle. Just a second. Let me just finish and explain my point. Maybe you might
But you have
resonate
to
with
speed
it.
up the point, though. You have to
Exactly.
speed up.
So the thing is that what I'm questioning is that I want to see changes like that. Like, what if it can work now? Yes, he tried. What's his name? Our guy, our boy, Kobe at 9. It failed miserably. We understand, but that was after playing him in a 10 position where he played so well and quickly moving him to another position. But Bruno has done that before. He's stuck with Rasmus Højlund. We're here complaining about goals. The coach himself needs to be questioned. Why haven't you tried other tweaks? You were claiming the window is closed.
mention the tricks.
what if he
Mention the
already tried
tricks.
it
No,
on the
no, now,
training ground
hold on.
and he
Wajid was
doesn't need to bring it into a game?
No, it's
let
fine.
Wajid respond
No,
to
no,
the.
because but it hasn't worked. It's never our false nine at Man United under any of these managers has never worked. What, one game, and we're now doing, what was it? Was it one game that Kobe was at the 10? Was it in Europe? And all of a sudden he was a savior, bro. He's been playing in the 10 since he's come back. He's either gone in the 8, gone in the 10. What's he done the last month since he's come back? It's not worked. None of these players have worked in any position. Like, Kobe does not work in any way you play him in the system for whatever reason. And we're in the same, like I said this yesterday, we're currently at the same position we were in Ten Hag's last year, which is everyone's relying on this cup. If he does not win the cup, there's going to be super serious toxic conversations. And if he does, and that's all right, it's going to and if he does win the cup, then I'm going to say the same thing I said. He all the goodwill he had coming in this season, that shit's gone straight out the window because of how bad this season is. Regardless if you support the manager or not, none of us, not a single one of us, expected it to be this bad. We had worst case scenarios, but none of us.
This was the worst case, and remember that was laughing about. Listen, I'll take a light 16th, but then it can't be like, don't get relegated. But that kind of playful.
We were joking about it, right? But if he starts the season like Ten Hag does at the start, like Ten Hag started the season, and I gave the scenario, if it's 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses, regardless of who we play, our first 5 could be Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, Man City. No one gives a shit. If it's bad and we're still struggling for goals, and it is as it is now, he's done out. He's done.
Let me read this.
I don't think he'll
Hold on,
wait till that.
Go on, doctor.
No, Wajid, I don't think he'll wait for that bad of a run. He'll leave after 3 games. I guarantee you. If it's shit,
he's not leaving. He's not leaving.
But Doc, we have to be real.
He said he
No,
would
Doc,
not.
we have to be. Doc,
when
we have to be realistic.
So I
Doc,
fully
we have to
expect
be
him.
realistic.
That's just fighting talk, man. It's just fighting talk.
When have we seen a manager
I know
walk
it's
away
fine.
from the
Exactly.
Like, really? Have we ever seen it in our lives? A manager said,
"There's no
"I can't do
reference
this
point,
anymore, I
bro.
step
Like,
down."
There's a
no.
first time for everything.
You know what I mean?
Now we're just speaking
Ain't
hypotheticals. Like,
no one leaving the ain't no one leaving the Man United job. Let's be totally
exactly.
honest.
Let me read this one. You're being disingenuous if you think this manager's without blaming everything's on the players. You don't bring coaches into an underperforming team for it to go wrong.
Thank you.
Just going back to it though,
Let me drop another statistics before you continue.
Go ahead.
Just another statistics. Because you see that thing we are talking about, the goalkeeper is having to make a lot of saves. And I mentioned how, in terms of the save, top goalkeepers with the most save, Onana is 11th. When you look at shots faced by a team in the league so far, Man United have faced the 5th least shots in the entire Premier League this season.
That's a helpful statistic.
So when you look at your team in isolation, you don't see what the other teams are going through. And if you say, okay, that's a shot, but let's look at shots on target. Man United have also faced the 5th least shots on target in the Premier League this season. It means our defense, no matter how bad we are looking at it, they are doing something right.
That's a good statistic.
It's not the best, but it is good.
Uncle, may I ask what website you're using?
This is FBref. I mean, does anybody not know FBref? I'm literally looking at it.
All right, let's 1 second. You lot, I'm gonna bring you back in. I need to hear from the I need to hear what the ops are saying on Man United situation and what's going on at their clubs as well.
Quickly. You faced the 6 most shots this season, actually.
Excuse me?
So I don't know where that. You faced the 6 most shots this season.
6 most shots?
Yeah, you faced the 6 most shots this season.
Hold on 1 second. Uncle? Hello?
We faced the 6 most shots in all competitions or in the Premier League.
Premier League.
KG, what's up?
The stats I'm looking at here is we have faced 394 shots.
You have to go and fix your glasses. You're not seeing right.
In 36 games played.
Uncle, what's your XGC?
I see you guys bringing up XG. You're not winning anything. I don't even care. Aman is leaving.
What's your XGC?
Next 4 games into this season, you're sacking him. I already said this since last season.
Wait, KG.
You guys are going to sack in 4 games.
This guy came in and said that you guys will be top 5.
We are here. We will be here. There's nothing. KG.
We need to speak about this horrendous section that you guys just had. I am shocked.
You've allowed this guy to come and lie for no reason. For absolutely unprovoked, you know. He's coming live for a good 30 minutes.
I'm shocked.
Where are you getting your statistics from?
What is your XGC?
No. Where are you getting your statistics from?
Who?
You?
Statmus.
Where?
Statmus. Stat MUSE.
Stat.
Where do you rank on XGC and big chances conceded? Uncle.
And in that stat it says shots faced or shots against. Is it shots on target or shots against?
Why are you changing your convo? You talk about the shots that you
No, I am asking you. I just asked a question.
It says shots faced. That's what you talked about.
Well, I am not saying that here. If you can drop the link, I will look at it. But I told you where I'm getting my statistics from.
Unc, where do you rank on XG conceded and big chances conceded?
The statistics.
I've got some statistics in front of me. This is the Statmus.
KG, I dropped in the thing for you if you want to go and have a look.
And also, KG, when we speak about defense, do we not have to consider what type of team you are, what brand of football you play, what kind of formation, how many defensive players you play?
Mic is glitching.
Is it mine?
Is it me? Go carry on.
It's not me. I was on mute. KG, go on the link I sent you. That's the one for the teams.
All right, wicked. 1 second. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of that. Stop share screen. You know what? I don't even think my internet's moving mad. It's saying, bro, we can't do what you're asking me to do, fam. My internet said, nah, bro. Wait, let me see the link that you sent me, though. Private chat.
It's in the private chat.
Okay, Man United are 6.
So this guy's come here and talked absolute rubbish for 30 minutes.
No,
What's this
the
one?
Man United are 16. What is the statistics you opened?
It's shots face that you talked about.
What was written at the top? What is written at the top?
I can share screen this one second. So
What is written at the top of that
statistics? It's literally written shots conceded.
No, there was a right top at the top. There's a right top at the top before the list. What was written there?
Liverpool are taking the shot club in the Premier League this season. What else is there?
And then what is the first statistics there? What is Liverpool's number on that list?
615.
And what is the number on the table for Liverpool? That red. Which of the statistics are you talking about? Is it the one in red? Because if it's the one in red, they are talking about the teams that have taken the most shots. So which of the statistics on this table exactly are you talking about?
Ooh.
Oh my God!
And
because I actually went to this website 5 times. Before settling on FB Ref, I went to this website 5 times. I was trying to check goals considered, but every time I open Stats Views, it always gave me teams that have taken the most shots. So I made sure I did my research.
By Uncle, and he told
before
Uncle to get his glasses. Why he's the one who can't read? What one for that?
There is a reason we have come this far in life. No, but what is written? What is the write-up written there? Liverpool have what?
And
Liverpool have what?
Conceded.
But so you see the thing. Before you come to argue with your elders, always make sure you have your facts right. This is not any child. This is not any playground conversation.
Uncle,
cook him.
Nonsense. And why did you draw him out to the mains, bro? And
brother, KG, something is smelling. I think
that was just one of the things. That was just one of the things.
I think it's NN.
It was a stinker. It was a stinker. It was a stinker.
It's not looking good, Dad. Right. And
it was a stinker. It was a stinker.
Cool. It's okay. You learn from it. You'll come again, bro. All right, let's go. So
but KG, let's talk about Man United and the defense. I think one thing we do have to consider, when we talk about defense in general, is that attack is a form of defense itself. Because when you are attacking teams, they can't attack you. So what?
This mic has got crazy. It's yours. King was
not me. I'm on mute.
That's King.
I'm on mute. So
let me come out and.
Yes, handle. Let me bring it back to this main Arsenal bastard. Solomon, you say you don't care about stats, you don't care about anything. We are losing this game. We are continue. Okay, he's not even ready to go on. NN, what are you saying though? Since we're waiting.
I don't know. The other stat that Uncle talked about was saying that if you take out Onana's errors, I'm gonna get back.
Bro, leave that fight. No rematch clause, bro. Rehydration, bro. Rehydration.
But all I want is to ask a question. Is he talking about errors leading to goals? Because Onana has 3. And if you take away Onana's errors leading to goals, you have 50 goals conceded, which is the same as Fulham in 11th.
Sorry. KG, quick one. You know, I said this. I said it before now. When you guys took Amorim since when he came in, I said it. For me, it just feels like this appointment was not actually it for me. I said it before, and people felt like maybe I remember when I said it in the group, people said, "Yeah, I shouldn't judge a manager before." It doesn't look like it's not. No disrespect to him, he's a very good manager. For me personally, he has his track record for it. But the truth of the matter is, personally, I don't think he's a united kind of manager. You are trying to change the whole philosophy of a club for him. He's going too far. For me, your fans are not ready for the change. So why
you
change
are
what
not
you are
ready
not
to
ready
support
for?
Arsenal, you criminal, yeah? You supporting Tottenham in anything, you are a severe criminal in life.
Leave my supporting
from the
Tottenham.
Arsenal supporting committee.
Leave my supporting Tottenham one side.
No.
Leave my
How
supporting
dare you?
Tottenham one
You
side.
support Tottenham
I
in anything.
how dare me? How
Supporting
dare
Tottenham
me?
in anything.
I can dare anything.
Huh? Delete yourself from Arsenal. Delete yourself. Remove it. How dare you? Any Arsenal fan with any
You are
allegiance
paying
to
that I'm
Tottenham
supporting
is
Tottenham.
criminality
Why
of
is
the
it paying you? I
highest
support. I will
order.
back Tottenham.
Do you hear
I
this? Do you hear
support
this?
Tottenham. Stop
Arsenal
telling me.
fans. Arsenal. This is an Arsenal fan, apparently, people. Solomon is an Arsenal fan. He said, I will back Tottenham. I will back Tottenham. How can you back
calm down.
Tottenham? Huh?
Hold on. Why are you so pained that I back Tottenham? Why are you so pained that I back Tottenham? Why?
Oh, no,
Why
no.
is it paining you?
I want to make sure Arsenal fans know how much of a criminal you are.
Of course, I put it out there.
No. You need to say, I am say a statement in 4K. The world needs to hear you again. Say,
Yes.
I am an Arsenal fan and I am backing Spurs.
Yes.
Hey, where are you?
No problem.
Oh my God! This criminal.
Wait, where's he gone? Is he gone? How strategic? Bro. Oh no, he's back. He's back. Solomon's line is not ready for this battle.
No, it's not, man.
Yeah,
he's not ready for this.
back.
Oh yeah. He said something.
I put myself out there, and I agree that I'm backing Tottenham because I cannot deal with the United fans down here. United fans are, let me just not use words right now. United fans down here have pain in the neck. So I back Tottenham for that. But put that aside. My backing Tottenham is my choice. I decided to back Tottenham because it's two of it. Anybody who wins, I'm down anyway. It's 2 L's for me.
Do you know the history of your club? Do you know the history of your club?
Of course, I know the history of the club.
So then
I don't live in London, bro. I don't live in London. I live in Nigeria. For crying out loud. I don't care. I don't have Tottenham fans coming after me.
Huh?
Dynamite as well.
Dynamite's a criminal as well. Look at these criminals.
Nah, come on, Spurs still.
No.
Spurs have to win still.
KG, can you block these guys from the channel?
Do you see this?
I have money on the line. I have money on the line.
These fraud. Send them to jail.
See, I
Send
don't
them straight
want
to
your
jail.
support.
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
We have to spin the wheel on some of these dons, but it's
No,
not. It's
we have to
out
spin
of
the
our-
wheel, KG.
Bro,
it's out of our
They have
jurisdiction. You know when we had to deal with what do you call it? What's this guy's name? El Captain. It's out of our jurisdiction. He supports us. We've seen him. How can we spin the wheel on him wanting to support us? What are we doing?
KG,
No,
you know what you need to do?
You have
call
to.
Arsenal
This is
fans
treason.
and ask Arsenal
This
fans.
is
Call them, do whatever you gotta do. Again, we need that again. Kick us out.
Didn't KG support Man City against Arsenal? Didn't KG support Man City? KG, you are here.
Do
KG,
not
you
try
supported
to
Man City.
deflect.
Yes,
Do not
you
try
supported
to
Man
deflect.
City.
Deflecting. We
Yes,
are talking to you,
yes.
Solomon.
Of course, I was there. It was on the stream.
Solomon.
Point, Solomon.
That's a bad point.
I did it.
Do not try to deflect the point.
Yeah, but then you came back
In
and
my
I'm not
whole
deflecting the
life,
point.
yeah.
I
want you to mute everyone.
I am
Mute
not
him.
afflicting anything.
Mute him.
United is not
Mute this
winning
fraud.
anything.
This guy
United
is
is
a
not
fraud.
winning anything. I don't care. See,
I
Kings,
understand why you
I don't
always
care.
wear white.
United is not
You
winning
are a
anything.
Tottenham fan in disguise.
No, but
Spurs have to win
Look at his
still.
profile picture.
Look at
How
his
do you
picture.
even
Look
know
at
he's
his
an
picture.
Arsenal fan?
Deflecting is the best term.
He's deflecting the point.
Oh my God!
I'm not deflecting anything. What should I know?
Wait. Solomon, though, you can't tell me that you're really want to see them win a European Cup.
Nah, you can't say that. You can't say that.
You can't say
That's
that, bro.
mad. That's
You
mad.
can't, bro. Even the Liverpool
No,
thing, yeah.
you guys
I
are
don't
not
want
getting me right. Yeah?
I don't want Liverpool to win another thing. Them lot 20 times Liverpool, yeah, it's pissing me off, bro. And I didn't realize how much it'll get to me.
That's
yeah,
like,
hold on.
You guys,
KG, that's like
You guys
Martin
need to
Luther
understand.
King
Hold on.
supporting
wait, hold on.
KKK.
King, hold on. King, hold on.
How can you support your op? Your biggest ops. How can you
Hold
support
on.
him?
They're your biggest ops, bro.
Hold on. Now,
wait, no,
listen,
your one is even mad. You know that stand up if you hate Spurs, I swear your club just starts singing it for
He
no
doesn't know
reason
any
and thing.
chants. Solomon doesn't know any chants. What do you mean? He doesn't
They-
understand history.
No,
Have
but
you not seen Jack
Yo-yo,
Wilshere
that's not
sing
true.
about
Yo-yo,
Spurs,
that's not
bro?
true. Yo-yo, that's not
Wednesday
true.
the 21st. Wednesday the 21st was supporting Spurs.
That's
I'm
criminality
back
at the
in.
highest order.
Look, hold on. Anybody who wins is a hell for me anyway. Whether Tottenham wins or Manchester United wins, I'm already in problems. But
So
in
remain
Nigeria,
Why would you
and
then
step
say that
away.
you support Tottenham?
Yeah,
Huh?
you
I
Why
can't
would you do
even
that?
talk about Tottenham and
hold
support.
on.
That's a question.
King, I didn't
Wait,
say I support Tottenham. I said I'm backing Tottenham to
They
win.
have fair chance. What do you think of Tottenham? I swear
Yes.
that's a
Yeah.
bro.
Jack
Even
Wilshere sung that song,
Supporting
bro.
and backing is the same
You're
thing.
you're taking the piss.
He's
They even
taking
done
the
it at
piss.
WrestleMania. At
Hold on. Hold on. I can
You need to
decide.
hold on to your thoughts and keep them for yourself.
Hold on to your thoughts and put them in your pocket, big man.
Hold
Why
on
is
to your
you
thoughts,
pained? Why
man.
is you
Ain't no
pained?
one
Why
want to hear
are
an
you
Arsenal
pained?
fan speak about
No,
supporting
it's
Tottenham.
Arsenal
Why
fan
are
that's
you
talking to you.
pained?
Forget Yo-Yo. There's an Arsenal fan in here.
Yeah, go on.
Talking to you right now, and he's
This
not.
is horrendous. We will not let you continue to be an Arsenal fan and speak about supporting Tottenham. Like, what are you talking about? Are you mad?
King,
You fall on your head.
Calm down.
You get to take your medicine.
Tottenham is not a rival to
You are
Arsenal. They are
King.
done. They are not.
Absolutely
KG,
rubbish.
you didn't
you
tell
wanna
them the
come to
reason
this channel
behind my
with these
No
supporting
man?
Tottenham.
chance.
You're dealing
There
with
is no chance.
KG, what is the
With the rivalry between Arsenal and Tottenham and the hatred between the two clubs, that you
King,
can stand here live.
Do you wanna come to this
KG's
channel and hear KG
and
say that they've won more than you this
support
season?
Tottenham? Are you
King,
mad?
do you want to come to
hate
this channel and
United
hear
more.
KG say that he won more than you this season, King?
What are you saying?
Do you want to come to this channel and hear these shameless bastards say that
No,
they've
I don't
won
come
more
on
than you
channels,
this
bro. I
season?
don't move like that. Relax.
KG, you
You
didn't
came
tell
here,
the
you had
house
a stinker
why
today.
I
I don't want
why
to hear your
I would.
opinion.
There's no way you're
You
talking
didn't
to me
tell.
about stinkers, man.
This is
KG,
City
you
has no
didn't tell.
trophies.
Look,
it's
KG, you didn't tell people.
smelling.
Whatever.
Solomon,
See,
Solomon,
let me
All
tell
I'm
you
saying,
something.
yeah. Let me tell you
Solomon,
this thing, yeah. I
Solomon.
promise you, the unbearable.
I
It'll be
hate United.
unbearable.
I hate
thing.
United
The
to the
person
core.
that I
Their
become if we
fans
win
are
that
pricks.
trophy.
Solomon, you had the opportunity to say that you don't care about the final. I'm not going to support any of them. But you choose to say that you're going to support Tottenham to win a trophy.
Because I hate United more.
He's not an Arsenal fan. I'm telling you
No.
now. He is not an Arsenal fan.
Them words
He's a fake
never come
Arsenal
out
fan.
from my mouth.
Hey, listen,
Never.
let me read the secret. I'm gonna go back to the. Hey, that was a good little battle still.
I'm done now. Big up.
Big up. Yo-Yo's too funny as well. Let me go back to them. I'm gonna go till I'll be here till about 1 hour 30. I'll do 1 hour 30. Let me read the supers. Big up Larry every single time. Appreciate you, bro. Actually, how have I not done that yet? Let's sort this out. Where is it? Am I not in the? I'll do it. Give me a second. Let me sort that out in a sec. Mary. Read that one. Solomon is a Nigerian. In Nigeria, he doesn't care about Spurs rivalry. Same way, I don't care about Liverpool City rivalry. In Lagos, the rivalry is Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea. I hear it still. As a Man United fan in Lagos, Arsenal and Chelsea can't win anything. I don't care about Liverpool and City. Y'all don't care at all. To be honest, I know what you're saying still, but you see Liverpool, yeah. My rivalry, Liverpool's there. There's a deep hatred. It's deep. I don't spew it out as much as I need to because I feel like I need more weaponry, more armor. Like if I'm getting to war with a Liverpool fan, I have to understand it's a real war because they're a serious club. They've won stuff. When I go to war with Arsenal, I kind of look forward to the enjoyment because I know they're shit. Do you know what I mean? It's like I can't try and belittle them or talk down to them. Like, well, I can with Arsenal because they ain't got nothing from me. They ain't got no European Cups in it. It's an easier war to fight. Liverpool's and my team's in a dark situation now. I'll still chuck it, but You know, when you just, it's like when Russia and China be trying to beef at times and they're like, listen, we both could end each other in it. So you don't want to go all out.
Oh my God!
I'm going to teach you 20 time songs. Fuck off. Google it. It won't even sound good with you lot's one as well. Man United. It only sounds good with Man United. How are you going to... It's £20. I hit up YouTube and say someone's committed fraud on your account, bro. I ain't doing it.
Oh my God!
Bro, you need to hit YouTube and say someone's done fraud on your account. Because it's not me, bro. Let me read this. Me, actually me. Y'all need to. I have been to a viewing center in Lagos. It's amazing. I watched Man United vs Arsenal, Chelsea. The atmosphere is far more intense than I know. Deep down, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Will Ratcliffe limit everyone to one sausage at the barbecue? Yeah, we're a disgrace. Let me bring back in the family. All right, cool. Let me bring back in the family again. Yeah, let's talk. There's a lot to get into. Hey, man, like 7 screens. Oh, God.
That's so rude for no reason.
No, it's my young screens, bro. If you lot screens in the chat,
trademark the name.
No, one second.
Man, like 7 screens is crazy.
Why is Frank got issue?
You guys, you're calling me 7 screens, by the way.
Wait,
yeah? And then Peter's there actually having 7 screens to watch football. But it's me that you're calling.
Where's
You
Peter?
made it in the group chat.
Peter got 7 screens. Peter's got 7
You
screens.
made it in the group chat. Not when we're watching games in the weekend. So
Is that, bro? Abs. A nickname will always stink when somebody's refusing it.
Wait, listen. So wait, Peter's joined your 7 screen.
No, Peter did not join. Peter's the original. You guys don't. Obviously, the thing is about some people in this group chat. Yeah, they always like to go for colored people first, rather than But it's okay.
No.
You come for me first. It's fine. No problem.
Let us not do that.
Just put the black card.
Always racial with us, bro.
Sponsorships.
Well,
but Mr. 7 Screens, I don't see a problem. Because when Flex is using 2 screens, it is multitasking. But when somebody is using 7 screens, just put a trademark on the name. It's 7 screens. You're multitasking. You're doing the Lord's work. You understand?
Oh my! You put a bomb for that stupidity, KG. You're already marked, bro. So it's okay.
No, wait, hold on. Come on, guys. Let's use the time effectively. Right now. There's been a lot of deflecting this morning. I'm somebody that can see Amrin's faults, but I'm backing him. I'm backing him in spite of what I've seen. I'm just backing this manager. Yeah, because I feel like he needs players, a striker, to do better. But 6 in 25 is the nastiest stat.
It's crazy
in world football, bro. And Southgate could never. Graham Potter, I wouldn't have waited. Could never. Who's the number one? Any of them, bro. It's only this manager that I've allowed to do this nonsense, bro. Any other normal manager, the out video would have been time ago. Yeah, I'm allowing this man, and I don't know if I'm wrong for that, guys, but I'm deciding to back this person. Am I moving mad for that? I don't know who wants to answer.
No, you're not wrong. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, right? Southgate and Potter, they don't have any track record of winning anything, right? So you can have a little bit of grace with this manager. Just a little bit, at least.
But to be honest, this grace, isn't it time for us to start saying, like, where do our standards? Where's the line between grace and standards now? Because, bro, we can't ignore the fact that the position we are in, I don't even think Graham Potter and those guys would have even managed to reach that. It's number 17. With their 14.
That's not up to us to bring the standards. The club has to bring the standards. There is no standards in this club, right? Yeah,
but it's up to us. It's up to us to question them. It's up to us to question them.
We can question as much as we want until this club, decides to put some standards on how the players act.
You and I know this club don't care about. You and I know this club don't care about this club. What, the Glazers?
We have to wait. We have to wait and see. We have to wait and see what they do. Right. This is going to be their first time with a transfer window with their manager.
Because it's the same thing over and over again. It's the same thing over. It's standards. The club don't have standards. Let's do this. Let's do that. Does anyone have 11? I said this again yesterday. Does anyone have £10 billion to drop in the club? And no one. So then it's just not. So it's just the same repetitive shit over here. Right, for all this talk of standards on, someone go drop £10 billion in the club then. Like that's the.
No, I'm laughing. That's funny. It's so true.
Saying,
it's true.
But what you're saying is that okay, KG, like delete the channel. Then. That's what you're saying.
I'm not saying that. Oh, I'm saying right. None of us have got 10 no, because hang on, Kenny. You and I went back and forth on the. Hang on, you and I went back and forth on the whole. Wait. Right, saying Mancunians and people in England don't know how to protest, blah blah blah, all that crap, yeah. Right, or they're flying, all that shit. That shit happened here, yeah. We've had protests, we've had march, we've had and everyone's going standards. Someone at this point, the only thing that's left is someone buying the club. Everyone calling me negative in the chat and shit like that. That's the only thing that's left.
So
that's why we wanted the shake.
Should we be backing the manager still? Because I am. Should we?
Yeah. How can you say that? How can you just say that after what you just said? You fraud.
Pav, 1 second. You can. You'll be next, bro.
KG, let me say something real quick.
Please. Wait. Let's go in order. We'll go watch it, and then that's AJ that said KG. Let me say something. Then Pav, just go ahead.
Give me a chance to rebuttal.
Wait.
Just let him say it.
No. It's gonna go watch it.
That's fun.
Then it's gonna go AJ. Then it's Pav. Kenny, go ahead.
I have something to say too now. You didn't. I'm patiently waiting. I am just patiently waiting.
Get a ticket, man. Everyone get a ticket from the stand, innit, bro? When your number pops up, you can talk. You're waiting for a blood test appointment. Get a ticket, man.
By the way, I always love how.
Let me tell you something.
I always love how when it's my turn to say something, yeah, on this goddamn channel, yeah, everyone got an opinion. So I just end up further back in the line, yeah. Pakistani lives matter, people. Pakistani lives matter.
Rajid, I understand. Listen, Rajid, I'm with you on the racism.
No, there's no decorum with this team. I'm gonna bring people out, bro. It's the only way it works, bro. You can never have a solid. What do you want to say, bro? Because
you're the one that gave me the floor first. You're kicking off with me,
bro. I got rid of them. No, I got rid of them because it's the only way that can be like, bro. I was gonna play that sound part, then it's just not gonna.
You're gonna play the bomb with you. You're gonna play the bomb with you.
I was gonna play this one.
Let me tell you something.
You just want it not because of the guy's accent. I just
wait. What do you mean?
Only because he wanted to tell us something. You wanted to tell us something.
So why? But why you find? But why you find? Why is there nothing else in the? Is nothing else in your soundboard that relates?
There's
no. So you
there's
just
nothing else, bro. There's nothing else that brings that thingy.
So hang on, just quickly. So people who don't watch the NBA stream, remember you said you want to go to war with me about this whole racial shit, yeah? And I said, and I've been letting bare shit slide. No. I've been letting bare shit.
You asked me what did I want to play.
Wait, I've been letting bare shit slide. Yeah, say less. Don't worry about it.
Wait. We're getting distracted again, bro. Wait, hold on.
There will be a case coming. Don't worry. Wait.
Wait. Hold on. No, don't lose the point though. I asked you a pertinent question, bro. Because you're saying we're sick with the billions and this, that, and the other. Does anyone have?
But we have this. Okay, right. My people
Are
saying
you the manager though. I want to ask you that. That's important.
Yes.
Okay. Continue.
But I've also clearly stated he can't have the same start next season as he's having this season. All that goodwill and shit has gone straight out the window. If he starts like Ten Hag did, it's time to go. And if he doesn't win the Europa League, there's serious conversation. And people saying, "Oh, I'm always negative and blah blah blah," and I don't allow people opinion because it's the same rotation of opinions every single time on here. Oh, new manager. The standards on the floor. What we gonna do? Let's protest. People don't protest. It's the same. It's not like anything. It's not like anything. It's not like anything's fresh or anything. That's the point I was making when it came to the whole the standards. It's the same rotation of shit.
Pav, you called me a complete fraud. Get it off your chest because I saw you type it first. No, but you have to get off your chest the way you need to get off your chest. Go ahead.
How are you saying any other manager you're out, but because it's Amorim in? For what reason? What? Because he wears designer clothes? Is that the reason? Because you can't say that. If any other person you're out, but what has he done? No, tell me what has he done for you? For you to say that you don't want to say out for this guy.
His success in Portugal is letting me believe that this.
Ten Hag had success at Ajax.
And we gave Ten Hag time.
Mourinho's had success at Madrid, Inter Milan, Chelsea, Porto.
And we gave him time.
Exactly.
Every manager you're talking about,
they've not been as bad as this guy. I get it. He's coming in between. Even Ollie coming in between. Yeah, done an okay job. Then it went bad.
Ollie was.
But what Amorim's done, what Amorim's doing, is on a scale that I've never seen before. Not with any top club, anyway. Yeah, I think the last time I saw something bad go was Van Gaal and Barcelona, and that was time ago. Yeah, and that brother almost got them relegated. Yeah. What Amorim's doing now, brother, you can't say that if it's any other manager, you're out and not say it for this guy. Regardless of what happens with the Europa League, I'm going to flip-flop on my takes now between now and the summer anyway. I don't care, innit?
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, Pav. I hear what you're saying.
AJ, let me finish. I cannot give this man a clean sheet because, bro, the 23-24% win ratio, yeah? And even after losses, the brother's still doing 5 interviews a week. What is the club doing, allowing him to do interviews? How the fuck is he going to work on what's going wrong when he's constantly fucking doing interviews?
You answering your own questions right
there. What do we gain out of listening to that bullshit that's coming out of his mouth? What are we gaining out of it? We know the problems. We've been hearing it, but 5 fucking interviews a week, bro, we're having to listen to. And it solves nothing. For what reason? Is the club making money off this? Are we getting £1 million an interview or something? Because then I get it. Why are you forcing this man to fucking do an interview every other day?
No,
I'm finished.
What I'm gonna say, right? With that right there that he just mentioned, that's not on the manager. And I'm sure he knows that. Pav knows that already. Anyway, that's on management, like people up top. Like you can't have a coach that plays a specific brand of football that you've hired to come in, and then every single time he's the only one facing the firing squad. Like what happened to everybody else? Where's Omar Barada? Why can't you take couple interviews every month? You get what I'm saying? So like they just letting him do all the talking every time. It's not cool. Another thing I wanted to mention, KG, is when you went on was it Brian's show?
Yeah.
Bro, like you should have backed that man a little bit more because, bro, Brian and that dude up top that was above you on the square, they talking shit about, oh, they don't like the way Amorim is talking. Bro, they were the same two people that said they didn't like how Ten Hag was talking, that Ten Hag lying and all that BS. Bro, you should have backed them and said, bro,
you have
y'all
to
need to
understand,
shut up because
even
when Ten
with
Hag was
you,
there, y'all was saying the same
bro,
shit.
I hear you, bro. But you see, when you're going out on the mains to back the manager and fight for the manager, bro, we're 16 and we've won 6 in 25. You see that record, yeah? I'm just here. Me being there and trying to fight for the manager is a kindness. Because what am I saying? Really, like when you actually deep it, what can you say about a manager that's got a 25%? I'm just there. Me standing with this manager is already great already. Because as Pav says, I'm moving mad. You're just backing nonsense because you believe in his past record. That's all I'm going on. And he hasn't
The most important thing for me, KG, is handing this man millions, for it not to work. This is like me handing someone a ton of money who's been in rehab for drug abuse for a month. You know what they're going to do with that money?
Can he's in.
Yeah, for me, to be honest, I just wanted to continue where I left off. For me, I feel as though I've seen this story before, where we've been playing bad and not even as bad as this, and then we only have one title, and that's where all our hopes lie. You understand? Like this happened with the FA Cup with Ten Hag, and we're back at it. And even with Ten Hag, we weren't even 16th. We weren't fighting relegation. So I think I have to just look at the manager and start questioning. He has had more than enough games to at least not to be in this position, KG. So I can't be on the fence. I can't be supporting. I'm on the gray zone. I know I'm almost going towards the Eric the outing him out, but I'm not there yet. And KG, I'm not giving you the satisfaction of catching me on the mains right now.
Bro,
I saw that.
you're sounding kind of exaggerous. You're sounding kind of.
Listen to what Pav is pissed off. I'm pissed off too. Like this, bro. Like, how long are we just gonna be protecting the? Like, we have to call it, man.
Wait, hold on. Let me hear Abs as well. Let me hear what Abs is saying because he hasn't spoken. Abs, are you with the same with Wajid or are you somewhere else?
No, I'm pretty much the same with Wajid. My belief or my thinking is, I believe in. Someone can correct me. I think Double R, which is an interim manager, and Amorim would be the only managers that haven't had a budget pre-season before really taking over a team. I know Ole had a interim job and then he got the full-time job, got funds, tried to build a team. So I'm sitting there thinking, well, until that happens, I'm not throwing the book at him. I'm not judging him because until that happens, he's still playing with Ten Hag's team. And whether people want to admit it or not, Ten Hag was going down this same route anyway. It was going down this way. In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, but Uncle's just said that as a defense, we're already leaking in. We're leaking in less goals. We're also leaking in less chances. That wasn't happening under Ten Hag. So I can only imagine how bad it would have been. If you remember, under Ten Hag, we were taking 23 shots a game before we finally sacked him. Yeah, so imagine how that would have continued if we had just left him in there. Also, maybe we could have just done Ruud as an interim in the first place, but we didn't take that route. We decided to go after a manager that we said no to in the summer. Liverpool said no to because of his tactics. So you knew what you were getting. I'm going to give him a preseason, and I'm not even saying he's going to get a world of signings. But let's see if he gets some key signings that help with the facilitation of his system.
It's crazy how we trying to nail a man to the cross and he ain't even been given tools yet. That's just crazy to me. I don't understand that because at what point does it end? What, we get another person in that's now gonna have to deal with these same players, have the same results, or if we're lucky, don't even get us to past top 8. What, we're gonna fire him too? How many times we gonna keep firing people?
That's the bit I can agree with. Abs is like, he's obviously coming when he didn't want to come in. This is why I said Barada should be sacked. He should be sacked in the summer, innit? Because this is
now I can understand that. I can understand that, Pav. That makes a lot more sense. If we're trying to get somebody fired, I can understand that because it's too many times coaches and managers got to take the bullet for these people. You know what I'm saying? All we do
Amorim should
is
never
see
have been
them
there. He should
talk,
never have been there.
lie,
He should have been
or
in the
tell the
summer, or they
truth.
should have sacked
But
Ten Hag
there's
in the
still
first
some.
place.
If it works though, if we win the Europa League, the gamble worked, innit?
KG, let me
It's
say
not right
something.
because we won a cup last year. We won a cup last year, and they gambled on Ten Hag, and it failed.
No, because
Let me say something.
know his style. The players are aware of his style, so they know what to do. They already kind of
KG, these higher ups are criminals. If we get that bread for winning that Europa Cup, and you said the gamble worked for who? It could work for the higher ups because there's more money in their pocket. Are they going to use it to reinvest?
Wait, AJ.
So hold on.
Let's totally avoid the finance stuff, please.
Yes, because I think what happens is we make assumptions and then we.
No, it's not. It's not about financial quality. We have this. It's again, no one listens.
We make
assumptions. It's a lot.
And then we ride with those assumptions without even having the facts. So let us lead the final.
Wait, hold on. I brought in the doctor as well. I need her to say, do you not believe, and I'm going to start with the doctor, 4 signings will see a big difference in this team. Like we could go higher up the table. And what we currently got is Cunha being one, Delap being another. There's 2 more spaces. Will that make a significant impact on the squad for us to be, I don't know, mid-table?
I feel like this
better?
discussion, like this whole incoming versus outgoing thing with that us going up the table needs to happen after we see who comes in and who goes out, because I can say it's a possibility. We could. Also depends on whether the players listen to this man, or whether he can direct, or he can impart his ideas onto the team properly. I really want it to work for him. I do, but I feel like it all depends. I don't know. Right now, we're all doing maybe, if, when, maybe. It's like I'm even tired right now. I'm at the point where do I care? Do I really care?
You try to say you don't care. Trust me, every week that we go into the Premier League, we say this game doesn't matter. The West Ham game, I told myself, we're in the final, doesn't matter. When we got dealt with, I was mad. I was mad. Uncle, go on, carry on. Final thought.
No. My final thought is I really want this to work out for him, and I kind of agree on somebody said earlier where they're putting the camera way too much on him. At this point, oh my brother, Sir Jim, you have to also come and do interviews, or just not do any. The Wolves manager, this is the 3rd or 4th one right now. Why are you not also being interviewed? West Ham.
No, it's a thing. The clubs must have sorted something. I believe it's a club. If you were Sir Alex,
I'm tired of seeing him on the TV.
Let me read these super chats. If you're Sir Alex, would you go to Jin's barbecue? You know the rationing they're going to be doing is going to feel like the war, fam. Absolutely not.
Man's going to be giving him bones, bro.
They're going to be, no amount of money is fixing this shit. Money has been spent regardless. Have the standards improved? It's a mentality issue from top to bottom. Who's taking bets that if we lose Europa League, KG flip-flops on Amorim? He already has doubts. Go on,
Hey, what are you on that anyway, KG? If he don't win the Europa, are you still in?
I'm backing him, but he's got even. Hey, listen, the attention to preseason that I'm gonna have is gonna be mad. The attention to preseason and then first games of the season will be intense because, bro, we have to forget you're gonna finish 16th this season. Man, then we have to forget that. That's mad. So with no,
it could be 17th.
All 17th.
Brother, we might get to how many losses have we got? We could get 19 losses this season. 19.
But that's the problem right there, KG. You're trying to force us to forget a problem instead of fixing it. You need to
how can I
face that problem?
No problem. How do you fix it?
We have to face it.
What am I gonna do?
Exactly.
How do you fix it, Kenny? How do you fix it?
Let me try.
I've said it before. As many managers as it takes to start getting results, I do not care. 19 losses. 19 losses.
That doesn't fix anything either.
Okay.
That doesn't fix anything
brother,
either.
we can't allow 19 losses. We can't allow it.
I totally agree with.
Hold on.
But that doesn't fix
hold on
anything
one second. We've got Pab's answer. Keep sacking manager until you get it.
I will. I'll sack everybody. I don't care as many players, as many managers as it takes.
No
you
problem.
can't keep doing the same thing over and over again.
I want to hear Canny's way of fixing it. I want to hear Canny's way of fixing it.
Okay. So for me, KG says that if we win, I've been here before where I've prioritized the trophy and then expected the best after that. I'm not gonna be fooled again. Yes, I'll be rejoicing when we win the Europa because I'll stick it to the rivals and whatnot. But immediately, game one after that, I'm not giving him an extended period of time to wait and whatnot. No, you have to keep the ball rolling. You're going to have your preseason. Once the season kicks off, bruh, if we're not seeing results in like 10 games, I'm calling you out. That's the way I'm looking at it.
Calling you out or sacking you because is that
wait, no, hang on. Where's the fix? Wait, Kenny, you said you were gonna fix this. Where's the fix? That's what I'm waiting for you to. You still not giving us. You still not giving us the fix. After 10 games? That's not a fix, is it? The season's gone.
No, the fix is me not falling for the same old revisionism.
But that's not fixing the club. We were waiting for a fix for the club.
No, because the fixing is identifying that this guy is a failure and he's failed. Moving on to next.
But anybody can do that. Anybody can do that. That is not a fix.
That's not a fix.
Identifying a problem. If I tell you have a leak.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Canny, my remote doesn't have the back bit to it. I fixed it.
Identifying the problem is not fixing it.
I fixed it. I've seen it. It's fixed.
It's
fixed, bro. You identified and you identified, called it out. I called it out on the mains. It's fixed.
You're asking. KG, it's the same thing that Wajid said. Do you have 10 billion yourself there? You know the problem is the Glazers. You don't have 10 billion to fix the problem. Why are you talking about it?
KG, let me. And KG. Kenny, hold on.
I'm still waiting for a fix. I'm still waiting for a fix. I didn't expect him to copycat what Pab said. I fix it. That's what we've just done. We've got two of the same answers. Just two same answers.
You see? Basically. Hold on. Let me. You see, that is. Kenny, hold on. You see, KG, that is the same thing I talk about.
Oh yes.
We will find something to annoy us, and then we'll get all annoyed, and then we'll get all heated up, and then we'll put it in our head so much that we get angry. But then when you break it down, it's not really as hyper as we are making it out to sound. I've said it before. The manager still needs to be held accountable at the end of the season for this performance, for the Premier League performances. But there are caveats to this, especially in the last few games. The manager can tell them, and we saw the manager's reaction during this last game that we lost. So it's not as if the manager is telling them, don't put your best foot forward in the Premier League. It's that a lot of these players have mentally, it is not what the manager is telling them. They are grown-up individuals. They have minds of their own. A lot of them that have done this under previous managers, they have mentally seen that there is nothing we can do in the Premier League. So they have mentally prioritized the Champions League. Now, what is going to happen next? In Premier League games, they are not going to be as all action as they would have because they are trying to avoid injuries. And it's made all the more complicated if in one match you see Delap go down injured. The moment Delap go down injured, you think anyone will want to put in tackles to get injured. And then in another match, you see Lenny Euro, one of the most trusted centre backs, go down injured. You think players will want to tackle and get injured before the finals? Let us also consider this caveat. A lot of these players have that finals at the back of their mind. They are not ready to go back to another injury before the finals.
It's the front of their minds.
No matter how the manager tells them, put your leg into a tackle, on that field of play, they are not going to do it. You will not do it if you have a final coming up next week. Let's be honest with ourselves.
It's like when people know the World Cup's coming and they start to just the challenges are different.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, Uncle, is the supporting fans who go to the stadiums week in, week out, should they just stop going because they know that these players ain't trying because it's the Premier League? Are they all crackheads and for wasting their time, giving them the support, knowing that they're going to get flipped up every week?
But this is not me. This is not me exonerating the players.
Thursday,
I am not saying it's excusable. I'm not saying it should be excused. And Amorim is also not saying it should be excused. I want the players to also be held accountable. I am just telling you what their mentality is. Do I like it? No. But that is what their mentality is. It's wrong, but it's their mentality.
So now that you've discovered their mentality, how does that help us with the position that we are in at 17? Yes, we've discovered this mentality of theirs. Where does that help us?
But he's fixed it though.
No one is.
But he's found the problem. He's mentioned it so everyone can hear. That's the fix. Done. That was
in 30 plus games. How come Amorim hasn't found a way to instill that mentality into these players in 30 plus games? I'm just wondering because you're the coach. You got your team.
Yeah, but you have spoken. Let me tell you. Let me mention it for you. Let me mention it for you. We have spoken about how our defense have improved, and we have faced the 5th least shot. One of our players still creates the most chances in the Premier League. We have seen that our build-up has improved. We have seen overlapping centre-backs. It was Lisandro that was doing it before. Now, Lenny is doing it. The main problem, I have said it again, is we are not converting our chances. And it is what is hurting us. We have woeful attackers. I believe that the manager is building a system before the end of the season so that he knows what variables do not work in the system. And when the transfer window comes, he just needs to take out those variables and put in variables that work. There's a system that is already taking shape, whether you can see it or not. There is a system
We're not destabilizing the other team's attack mentally by scoring goals. Scoring goals helps a lot.
And it's very important if you don't have a commanding striker. Hold on. If you have a commanding striker, you cannot have a commanding striker and Garnacho will not pass the ball. Is he mad? He's not stupid.
1 second.
But when you have Erasmus, when you have we saw when Zlatan and the likes came inside, and Rashford and all that have to pass the ball to them. If you have a commanding striker, the other attackers will be forced to find them. Otherwise, they'll get the brunt of it in the dressing room. That's why I said we need a commanding striker and not a Delap. I'm not sure about Liam Delap. That is my worry. But
that comment you put up here, the guy. No, hold on.
Delap cannot talk to Garnacho. Garnacho needs somebody that's going to slap him upside the head.
KG, that comment you put up
will be very important.
Yeah, I put up a comment that said these are the same guys that wanted Ten Hag out.
No. That comment, the guy who said that I need to get a FIFA coaching badge before I talk. How about this? How about we all just shut the fuck up and let Abs talk because he's the one with the coaching badge? Because I didn't realize that to have an opinion that you need a fucking coaching badge, you moron.
And Sky Sports should shut down. While we're at it, Sky Sports
if there's any banking questions,
because
if there's any banking questions, let Whitey talk.
Coaching badges.
If there's any curry questions, you can ask me. If there's any board questions, you can ask KG. Yeah, if that's the way that we want to move, innit?
Oh yes. If there's any
if there's any Bollywood questions, ask Uncle. If there's any Swedish questions, ask Kenny. AJ, you got any skills?
Yes.
You got any qualifications that way you can talk on?
Exactly.
I got stories from my
If you want to talk about chickens, chat to wrap up Haven, innit?
Most people.
If you want to travel, talk to Wajid.
I don't know why you're getting touchy and triggered about it, bro.
All I'm gonna say to that comment is, bro, you're still here, listening to all of us that is unlicensed. You still over here, and the reason why you over here is because we reckless with it, and you enjoy that shit. So shut the fuck up, bro.
What was the KG one though? Because I didn't hear like what my one was. If you want to know about what,
take off your cap and find out.
Expertise in
the wingback. Take off your cap and find out.
But I can
If
tell
you're trying to fed out the wing backs,
though, and if you want to fix anything, speak to Caddy, bro, because Caddy that
Brother,
takes.
it's not even that. No. If you want to plan riots and protests, call Canny, bro.
No, but he's in another country, bro. So how's it gonna?
Caddy said Caddy said that he saw the problem and he called it out and he fixed it. Nah, that guy here, I wanted to slide tackle him. What the fuck?
And that is the history of the reckless view.
What did I call them? Like KG, stop being a habitual gaslighter. You see what you're doing?
Caddy, no, you have to understand. Don't try to make this Caddy. That was mad. You said you're gonna fix it. You said what was the lie that you blamed me for? Then you said you're gonna fix something. You said how? And he didn't tell us anything. How?
KG, can I expose a criminal before you end the show? So this happened on Boxer Channel because Vajid is here. I'm gonna say it, innit? Somebody in our community called the police on someone for cooking curry at 6:30 in the morning.
That's mad.
Yeah, they did.
Back with a vengeance. Yo, real quick.
Community, bro. We gotta
let it go,
bro.
Bro,
Come on, man. What are you doing, bro?
I won't say names. I won't say names.
KG, who's backstage? Who's backstage?
Wait, it can't be. Wait, hold
Are they
on.
backstage?
The doctor's backstage. You're Nah. I'm not gonna. Nah. Because I don't want people to tell me. My sister. Wait, hold on.
Yes.
Sis. Say it went you, man.
I don't know why people are out here trying.
Drop a bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Ooh, look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too look at that.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that. Going on reckless, just it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
I said drop a bomb, Dad.